Ever since you replaced my headlight and my fuse box, my car is starting to leak coolant. You know where this is going. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Eversincers. This is season 1, episode 2. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about on a vehicle that we replaced a headlamp assembly and a fuse box, how it came back 2 weeks later, over 500 miles driven with a coolant leak from a radiator, and how the client said that was our fault. Go ahead and stay tuned. So on this vehicle, when it came in, it originally came in because the vehicle had a malfunctioning headlamp and it had some diagnostic trouble codes in the vehicle. When we ran some tests, we determined that the front headlight was a goner and needed to be replaced. Also, we found that the fuse box, which if you guys know, most vehicles now have intelligent fuse boxes, fuse box needed to go. We went ahead and priced everything out, got approvals from the client, and we got parts on order, got it all taken care of. Put the vehicle back together. Vehicle was actually stayed here for about 2 weeks after completion because the client started ignoring us, so we kind of got a little scared there. But then finally the client showed up and picked up the car. Vehicle left, no complaints. We usually send out a text message about 2 days after a service and then about a week after a service just to check in, see how things are going. During that time, both of those text messages, we got thumbs up saying everything was dory. All of a sudden, we get a text message from our client with a picture of the vehicle leaking coolant and a text right below saying, "What did you guys do to my car?" The Eversincers. We let the client know, go ahead and bring it in. We'll go ahead and reevaluate it, see what's going on, so this way we can find out for it. Vehicle comes on in, and once we run some tests, we determine that the auxiliary radiator is leaking. Also, the 2 hoses that go to it are leaking. However, those 2 hoses aren't sold separately. You gotta buy some dumb hose assembly for upper and lower. I reach out to the client to let them know what's going on, and this is where the Eversincers gets going. The client tells me, "That's you, I'm not paying for that, you guys need to fix that, you guys ruined my car," this and that. The crazy part is the auxiliary radiator that was leaking was on the opposite side of the headlight we replaced. The fuse box was in the trunk, so it had nothing to do with what we did. The crazier part is the radiator had a hole in it. How do you get a hole in the radiator? You hit something, something hits you, just wear and tear for being out on the road. When we advise the client that this is what it's going to need, he says, "I'm not paying for that, you're paying for that." Well, sir, if we damaged it by drilling a hole through it or a screw through it, 100% we got you covered. That's why we have insurance, and that's why we also warranty company that backs up our warranty. However, that wasn't the case here. So after a lot of back and forth, I talked to the client and he says, "I have a warranty company." Reach out to the warranty company. Fortunately, he was out of warranty. So I then begged the warranty company, "What can we do here? Come on." And the warranty company agreed to actually do the repair. So I reached back out to the client, let them know, "Hey, your warranty company said yes, they're gonna take care of it. You just gotta pay a deductible." All hell breaks loose. Then it's, "I'm not paying that," this and that. A lot of back and forth until finally I said, "You know what? We'll get that taken care of. I just need you to cover the deduct. That's it. That's all you gotta pay for." So took care of it, put the vehicle back together, and when he shows up, doesn't want to pay a ticket because he says, "Why do I have to pay for that if it's something you did?" As with all Eversincers, guys, you have to look at, is it something that could have been caused outside of the shop? If radiator leak would have happened by anything we did, there's no way he would have done 250 miles, 2 weeks of driving with us damaging the radiator. There's just no way. Secondly, there was physical damage to the radiator. How did we do that if we worked on the opposite side? If you go to a repair shop and you run into a situation where something comes up after the fact, you need to ask yourself, did they work in this area? Did they touch anything, right? Definitely work in that particular area where that radiator goes. That'd be something that I would want to touch with my technicians and my staff to see, was there anything wrong here that I was not told of? Secondly, coolant leaks can spring up out of nowhere. We've had cars that we work on, they leave, and then all of a sudden just start leaking coolant. I've had it happen to my personal car. It just happened. With this one, there was physical damage to the radiator. Something hit the radiator and caused it to leak. You can't become an Eversincers if something physically happened to one of your components. So make sure, guys, if you guys get your vehicle worked on or serviced and something comes up like that, don't approach it as you're responsible, it's your fault, you're gonna fix it. You want to be a little bit more open and proactive with the shop. "Hey, can I have you guys re-inspect it? Something might have happened." We all make mistakes. All of us. Nobody's perfect. So, into a situation like that, reach out to the shop in a nice manner. Let them know if something came up. "Can I have you retest my car?" You come to a shop like us where we love our clients and we're gonna bend over backwards for you. We're gonna provide you with pictures and videos of our testing, so this way you see what we see and why we're recommending a specific repair. We just don't make shit up. You're not gonna bring it in and say, oh, now you need an engine. We don't do that. Why? Because we want you long term. We don't want you to buy once and never see you again. So if you think you might be an Eversincers, look at it from our perspective, as other things can come up. Have you ever gone for a medical procedure and you get a side effect? Bet you didn't go knocking down the door trying to beat up the doctor because of that same condition. Things happen. Now, if that coolant leak would have happened as he's driving out of the shop, definitely that's something that we're going to step in for and take care of it. We have a car right now that we took care of for a similar situation. We did an AC repair, something else came up within a few days, brought it back. We are taking care of it. Why? Because we want to help our client. If you made it this far, guys, and you like this content, make sure you guys give us a like and a follow. Also, if you've ever been an Eversincers, either side, on the client side or on the shop side, let me know in the comments, so this way we can kind of talk about what your Eversincers situation was like. And stay tuned for season 1, episode 3 of Eversincers. I'll see you guys on the next one.